In 1948 at the UN, they're trying to pass a vote whether Israel should become a nation or not. And what happens? It's the United States support and President Harry Truman who puts in the yes vote, even against our State Department's wishes. And Israel becomes into existence. And then what happens? Immediately more blessing comes upon the United States, and we begin to prosper like never before after World War II.
America's economy was the biggest in the world. Factories were churning out products to satisfy the growing consumer appetite in America and to meet the needs of a post-war Europe.
And then look at what's happening now. God says in the book of Joel that every single nation that comes against Israel, that tries to divide the land of Israel, he is going to judge.
We need to point fingers. For Palestinians to point to the displacement brought about by Israel's founding, and for Israelis to point to the constant hostility and attacks throughout its history. At the same time, Israelis must acknowledge that just as Israel's right to exist cannot be denied, neither can Palestine's. The United States does not accept the legitimacy of continued Israeli settlements. This construction violates previous agreements and undermines efforts to achieve peace. It is time for these settlements to stop. And Israel must also live up to its obligation to ensure that Palestinians can live and work and develop their society. Just as it devastates Palestinian families, the continuing humanitarian crisis in Gaza does not serve Israel's security. Neither does the continuing lack of opportunity in the West Bank. Progress in the daily lives of the Palestinian people must be a critical part of a road to peace. And Israel must take concrete steps to enable such progress.
So it is so important that we continue, even today, to support the nation of Israel, or judgment will be falling upon the United States. And I really believe that these blood moons, these solar eclipses that are coming, is a warning to all the nations, and even to Israel, they're not to divide their land.